Yeah, they say I'm confrontational. I want peace, just not at the cost of my silence. Speak up. Through the hood, I keep hearing people saying I'm supposed to die tonight. They can't destroy what they ain't built in the first place. So I'm finna ride tonight. I went from a truth seeker to truth speaker, truth through the booth, your Bluetooth.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Make America Think Again. This one's going to be different. I'm not doing topics that are going to be like super controversial, but it might be controversial because of who it is. And it's the homie Bryson. We're going to be on here talking about the album. What's up, man?
What's happening there?
We chilling out here. I wanted to bring you on because I think the album is dope.
Thank you.
My favorite song is Illuminati, by the way.
Thank you.
Fire song. But no, we always talk about culture behind the scenes and how we can change it and shift it. And I definitely think the conversations that we've been having, your music is contributing to culture shifting because a lot of rappers are falling off. It's crazy that conservative rappers are taking #1 spots on billboards, on iTunes. It's wild.
It is crazy. It's crazy, but we have the numbers. Like I checked it. I usually never check the numbers in the first week because I just want to, you know what I'm saying? So my biggest seller album as far as like 7 days has been MAGA Season. And then my second biggest seller album has been Letters to the Church. But this album in 3 days outsold both of those. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's super cool because it shows we have the numbers. It just can't take like 50,000 people bought Let's Go Brandon in a week. And I feel like, it was a trendy song, but the same people that supported Let's Go Brandon should support other, conservative music also. It shouldn't take me making a song like Let's Go Brandon to sell 50,000. Right. Because that week we beat so many people in sales, period. You know what I'm saying? And if we can't do that consistently, we're not gonna really get in a position to change culture. Like this album is a step up, but this should be doing what Let's Go Brandon did. That should be the usual for people like me, Tyson James, or if there's any movies that's out for conservatives or anything from conservatives, it should be like that nonstop.
I agree because there's a market. I think more so now. I'm gonna be honest. I think more so now than under Trump and MAGA. I think that was an introduction to the conservative side and conservative rap, but more so now because controversy is mainstream now. Can you believe that? We got canceled for all this stuff and now controversy is mainstream. Joe Rogan decided to make it mainstream and now it's cool to be controversial. So I definitely think albums like this, conversations that we have, shout out to Tyler, all the people that we tend to like congregate with and have these hard conversations, it's mainstream now. People are hungry for the truth. They don't like, it's from what I noticed. Facts. Certain people like their echo chambers, but a lot of other people are just like, nah, just tell me the truth. I don't even care about an echo chamber at this point.
Well, but a lot of people that say they don't like echo chambers, they really do. Like when I notice, like even when I look at stuff like Nick Fuentes, a lot of people say, well, he's anti-Semitic, so should he not have the ability? Should he not have the ability to speak his mind because he's anti-Semitic? Also, so you just like the left, you need your safe space. You can't handle somebody being anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point where you can't even just unfollow the person. You ain't got to see the content. You know what I'm saying? You can't even unfollow them. You got to get them banned from platforms. Like me with TikTok. When I got banned on TikTok, it wasn't liberals. That was quote unquote
conservatives.
It was self-proclaimed conservatives that got me banned on TikTok. It's like, dang, you can't just not watch my content. You gotta report. You gotta report. Oh, you good?
Damn. Scarface fell down. Look, Bryson come in here. You knocking all the degeneracy off my wall.
Nah, bro, but yeah, like my next 20 videos got banned on TikTok, and then I eventually got all the way banned because of like the homo conservatives, bro. It's like, bro, that's crazy.
I'm right there with you. I just started on TikTok, like really just started uploading and putting stuff up there, and I've already gotten 2 strikes.
Oh yeah, you know 3 you out.
Can't do nothing. So I probably won't be up there much longer, but whatever. It's all right. We're gonna keep grinding. If you guys don't know about this album, You need to go listen to it. I am a harsh critic of music. I really am, because I feel like people have just destroyed hip hop and what it stood for, and just artistry. It's just crap music now. Crap music. But I'm gonna be honest. I probably skipped maybe 2 or 3 songs, but the rest of them I sat and listened to
Let's
because I
go.
like hearing the message. Illuminati is fire. I wonder if it'll let me play a sample of it.
They
There
try
it
to
is.
lock me
Can
out
you
the
hear
door.
it?
I'm about to break you, though. I'm here now. It's game over for everybody. R.P. Pac. I'm out here screaming kill Illuminati. Felt like I'm Ali, but still I know that no one can box me. They ban me because I question what they put in my body. They say I'm on thin nights when they start playing hockey. It's probably more potent if I have natural antibodies. I'm on fire. I ain't talking Ricky Bobby. And these demons gonna attack everyone that's living godly.
Bro. That song is fire.
Good look. Thank you. Yeah, the goal with this album was to really prove a point, because I feel like with a lot of conservative music, sometimes you got to prove a point. Like sometimes people can get too caught up in the conservative thing that they forget. Like I grew up battle rapping. Like that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like I rap. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I've been doing since a kid.
Yeah.
So this album, like the first, like it's all to prove a point. Like the first 10 songs was like to show you like I could make any type of music I want to, like if I really wanted to. And then the last 10 songs is like, oh, but I really rap though. Like that's what I like that's what I do for real.
I noticed.
Yeah. So it's like that's why it's called Us Versus the Industry, because it's the message like no, I will step in the arena with y'all and we can go face to face, debate or rap. I'm winning both. That's like, you know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
so that's what that's what it's about.
I liked it. Controlled is probably the hardest I've ever heard you go on a song.
Bruh.
I was floored. I'm like, this is not
Listen.
what? This is Bryson? Yo, my kids were singing your song. That's how you know it's lit.
I love it. With Control, I think a lot of people were surprised by the flow. I'm telling you, if people like, it's hard in this movement because it's a lot of cultural references that maybe somebody like you will get, somebody like Tyler Blunt get, but a lot of people might not get it. But if people like go back and listen to my like albums, bro, like no, I be having bars like in 2A with Tyson.
Yeah.
But bro, I said something about the Tully Bang. People making songs, but ain't saying nothing like it's Pootie Tang. Touch my hat, click, clap, let the Ruger bang. Act up on the internet is no computer game. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought, like, but a lot of people don't know what Pootie Tang is or what the
Pootie Tang is.
Yeah. what the references be. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I've been trying to let people know, but I said with this album, I gotta really like for real let you know.
It's fire, man. I felt honored to be your friend. I'm like, my kids were like, you know him? I'm like, yeah. They were like, for real?
That's crazy.
Like, yeah. It's a dope album. Like, I don't get starstruck. I don't. I've been around celebrities my whole life. I'm not starstruck, but it's just like a mutual respect. Like, I respect what you do. I respect the fact that we are young and we do push conservative principles. We do talk about the Bible. You do make albums that have no swearing in it, no violence, and it's still a bop. I respect that. And we definitely need more men to stand up like this and not be afraid to stand against opposition. And it's rare. It's rare. And I'm gonna bring up something because I do consider you a friend, right? And when I seen it, I didn't get mad, but I was like, yo, this is the corniest thing you can do for attention.
Yo,
and I seen you responded to it. God's child.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Number one, you're not a Christian. He openly says that. I'm not a Christian. So it's just like, okay, well then why do you care about who's judging? And where do Christians get this notion from that we're not allowed to judge? Like, I could have sworn discernment is one of the fruits of the spirit. You're supposed to be able to discern, which means to judge well. You have the ability to do that. It's a human thing. When you get stuff like this that comes to you, is it easy to ignore, or do you want to respond?
So I ignore until I get bored. So with God's child, it's really no different. I thought it was hilarious because he's obviously not a Christian. He really doesn't care. The truth of the matter is he thinks, you know, to take a play out a few others' books. Let me diss Bryson Gray. Let me diss Bryson Gray, and maybe, just maybe, I'll get a few more listens, which he probably will. This might get the most views of any song he has ever gotten. But in reality, this dude's a cornball, bro. He's weird. I watched somebody sent me some video he did about me, and he was so like his movements and mannerisms was so weird, bro. I'm like, yo, this man is mentally ill. Like, what's up? I don't know if it's an act though. It could be an act on social media, but that guy's a freak. He's a freak.
Look, I tried to get him on here, and he's like, what did he say? Dang, what did he say?
Some excuse.
He's pretty much like, oh, you're on Bryson's side, so I got to be careful with you. And I'm like, I am even kill. I just want to understand why. Like, is it for clout? If it's for clout, okay, bro, just say it's for clout. But to say that we're not allowed to judge specifically gay people, because that's what they're talking about, I think it's weird when straight men do that. It's super weird.
Here go the thing. A lot of people, it's easier to do that talking about me when I'm not right there. Cause I'm gonna challenge you and I'm gonna question you and I'm gonna make you, if we get live, if we get on somebody come on live with me, you're gonna have to explain what you said. You have to explain it. So a lot of people don't like really going live with me. But you know, it's okay. He's spewing a talking point. Why are you judging Bryson? You ain't God. You know, hopefully he can get a few people to say, yeah, Bryson shouldn't be judging. Maybe he'll get about 20, 30 new fans, you know. I'm glad I can help. I'm glad I can help.
We got some comments coming in. Straight men that defend gays are sus, no cap. Hey, I've never understood it. I don't understand it. It's like, what are you defending? Because they're coming after you at the end of the day, and probably your sons. What is there to defend? You're straight, they're gay.
What it is a lot of people. Here's the thing, and this is why I understand. If you don't like feeling convicted or uncomfortable, I wouldn't like me either. I wouldn't listen to my music either. Right. So this I understand. I genuinely understand. I'm not even saying to throw shade at whoever. I genuinely understand. But the issue is, admit that though. Like, the reason you tell me stop judging is not because you can find that biblically anywhere. It's because you feel convicted in what you're doing.
Facts.
I've had women come up to me at shows and be like, Bryson, I hated you because you was talking about obese people in your music, but I wanted to tell you I've lost 40 pounds and like you made me feel convicted. And at first I was mad, but then as I kept listening, it's like, why wouldn't I just better myself? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's whatever.
It's facts. I get the same thing. People get upset. A lot of people don't like doing shows with me. After that show we did with John Harvey and Lady Maga, people have stayed far away from me. At first I was offended because I'm like, I can't produce content. This is what I do. I hold people accountable. But at the end of the day, it's a compliment because you're afraid to talk to me, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to own up to something. You're going to have to stand on something. And a lot of people don't stand on anything. We're starting to see it with the right. We already talked about this. But it's wild how they don't really stand on much of anything from what I can see.
The worst part about it though is, you know, the actually conservative people, they'll create excuses like, well, they're politicians, so they have to do. Wait, I thought y'all liked these people because they weren't politicians though. So 2 years ago they weren't politicians. Now your excuse for them is they're politicians. It's like, no, you either was lying then or you're lying now. You have to pick. That's why, bro, like, I just stay consistent. If you ask me a question, I just answer it. That's just how it is.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's see. If you don't stand for something, I think you meant fall. You said call, but no, I'm not banned from Instagram. I just have another name. At least be open to hear others' views. That's another thing I feel people get sensitive about certain topics that we speak on because it challenges their view. And I see this with a lot of Christians. Like, I think you were watching. We were talking about the Bible and Isaiah and different things in the Bible. I can sit and have a conversation with other people as far as Christian principles and verses, because at the end of the day, I'm going to believe what I believe. And I believe the Bible because I have faith that this is the truest text to what I'm supposed to be living my life. Other people, especially when it comes to politics, when they get challenged on something, it shakes their belief. I saw that with, I've been going after the log cabin group. Everybody knows that. when I question people on Mark Robinson, you're from North Carolina. You heard what
Yep.
they did to Mark Robinson, right?
Yep. They try to
Okay.
cancel him. Yep.
When I challenge people on that and I say he's not saying anything different than I've said, than Trump has said, than half of the conservative pundits that you watch, why are you now silent on the fact that this LGBT group is trying to cancel him for fighting for children? Silence. There is silence in the conservative movement, and I'm baffled. I'm kind of irritated. I won't even lie. It irritates me when I don't see people stand up for what they say they believe in. Why? Like, why are people so afraid of the gay mafia? What is it?
Let me tell you something about them. And I ain't gonna lie, I probably became more homophobic since I've been in this movement. And listen, I'm gonna tell you why though. What I've noticed is with the gay people, especially the gay dudes, they gotta act like ratchet black women. They're so drama filled. They lie so much. They spread rumors. They gossip. It's literally just like women. And the part though that's so crazy is they're so fake that they will get on live with you and put on a different persona, and then the next day will be so like, bro, like even when you had Lady Maga on, Lady Maga was on Twitter calling me African dictator, a whole bunch of stuff. But then when they get on live, I think Bryson is a hero, and then that Mario dude I heard said the same thing. I didn't see it. And it's like they faking. They trying to make me look like the bad guy because they know I'm gonna be blunt and honest. So they try to act like, no, we respect Bryson. We love Bryson. But then y'all don't be saying what they be saying in comment sections and stuff like that. It's like, bro, oh my goodness, gay people.
It's annoying. A fact. We're going through it now. We're going back and forth in the comment section right now because he was on my live. And he's like, look, I'm fighting for your kids. Like, I believe the same thing you believe in. And we have to fight together. We can't have all this division. And then just like you said, the next day, he's like, you don't know anything about conservatism. And I'm like, I don't think you do. I'm probably the closest to a conservative that you're going to get to as far as a woman, especially a woman staying home. I raise my kids. I'm a housewife. I know my place. And then today he literally went at us in a post and said, well, all you do is sit on social media and talk. And I said, we have what's called an influence. I can go influence somebody to go want to get involved. Check out my track record. Look at your track record. There's a difference between, look, I think you should go out and be active and be on the ground. I can't do that. I'm in another country. I'm in a completely different country. So to like, it's just weird how they want to be your friend, but then they belittle your work and say, well, you're not out here doing stuff. The question should kind of, what do you do?
Listen,
I'm like,
listen, that Mario dude, he's a fake or fraud. Let's talk about something. I was in LA on Hollywood Boulevard with a MAGA hat on with no security. And you know what's crazy? Everybody in LA was like, Bryson, don't do that. Don't act like Bryson in these streets. That's just silly. Secondly, Mario used to be a huge fan of my music. I remember he got butthurt because he finally realized that I don't support LGBT, even though it should have been obvious. And then he started sending me DMs, like, we gonna prop up Topher over you. I remember he sent me that. Yep, he said that. And then next thing you know, you realize that Topher's also a Christian. Then next thing you know, he said, we're gonna prop up Loza over you. And this was before Let's Go Brandon. This was when Loza had one of his politicians diss songs. And then he was like, we're going to prop up Lowe's over you. And then the stuff just keeps not working. So they don't know what to do. They're confused. Why is Bryson still having any type of success? And to me, I don't even view this as successful because until culture change, I feel like I'm a failure. So, but with them, they don't understand how the music keep being on top of the charts because they have tried everything in their power, especially Mario.
That's wild, man. I mean, I see it now. More so than now that I've kind of like grown, my presence has grown. I see it now, and it doesn't hurt me, but it makes me mad. I have never been mad, like really truly upset joining this movement as I have probably the last 3 months. It irritates my soul to see so many Christians defend gay and Trump, and they don't even utter the name Jesus or God. They don't read their Bibles. They don't.
We know they don't do that. The worst thing to me, though, is they're not only defending these LGBT people, they're defending them over Christians repeating the Bible. That is the most disgusting thing. Like, oh, don't get me started.
We need to. Look, we had that conversation. Of course, I got a ton of backlash, but I took it as a win. I'm like, if I triggered you enough for you to get pissed off. Here we go. Thank you for coming in here. We appreciate it. Thank you. This is why you guys get no respect. Like, this is exactly why.
Wait, is that not hate speech? Is that not hate speech?
Oh, YouTube.
You can't get banned for saying that, can you? You can say God is gay all day long, even though that's blasphemous. But you can say that all day long, and that's straight to you. That's straight. You good with that? But let me call you a bundle of twigs or a cigarette in a different country. then now we have an issue. Now you don't think my voice should be heard, bro. And this is the other thing. All of that hypocrisy stuff, bro. That's why I don't stop. I don't care if I get banned. Y'all stop.
Yeah. I don't either. Me and Tyler were just talking about this a couple of days ago, where I'm like, listen, if I get banned, fine. I'm gonna come back, and I'm going to bring back the people that followed me before and some more, because I don't placate to either side, and people get pissed off. I'm not right. I lean right, but the right got stuff going on with them, just like the left got stuff going on with them. I believe in holding everybody accountable. Speaking of holding people accountable, did you see Trump's latest speech, his rally? Did you see it?
I saw clips of it, and people got mad at me on Twitter because I said, and from the clips I saw, I didn't see the whole thing. Fair enough. But from the clips I saw, what I said on Twitter, I said Trump seems to be saying all the things that somebody like me will want to hear. I said, but the issue is it real? Because this is new. This is that 2016 Trump we getting. This is not the 2020 Trump we getting, or the 2021 Trump. So what is this?
I agree. I was just having this conversation. I said, in my book, sometimes sometimes certain things are just like too little, too late, and like maybe a little too good to be true, because you got a lot of conservatives are like, well, he said he was going to pardon the J6ers, and I'm like,
that almost pissed me off.
He had time to do that. He had time to do that while he was there.
That's what I'm saying. See, that part is like, bro, you really like, are you just a politician? Like, because that of course that's something I would want to hear, part of January 6 people. But it's like, now you saying what we've been asking you to say, and then that pissed me off the most is a bunch of people turned on you, Sunni.
Yep.
A bunch of people turned on me when we was asking Trump to do the same things he said he gonna do now. Because now he's saying it in the speech, and now everybody's screaming, oh, yay, Trump is honest. We just said that. And y'all said we were being messed up. We were criticizing Trump too much. Y'all didn't like what we said. But Trump said the same thing, and y'all all over. Y'all a bunch. I'm sorry, that sounds like a cult.
Exactly, yo. Cult 45 is a hashtag. We need to start trending. I literally, man, you missed the crazy live. I was literally talking about this, right? And some woman came in there and said, Trump is the closest thing to Jesus we're going to get on earth. This is coming from conservatives, man.
Nah, somebody really said that?
Somebody really said that. And then, look, there were other people that came in to reinforce what she said. And it was like, he's chosen by God. And I'm like, did God tell you that? Because Satan uses people too. Did God tell you that?
It was a woman, wasn't it?
It was a woman.
I figured. But that's crazy. She said Trump is the closest thing to Jesus?
Closest thing to Jesus.
Boy, I'm sorry. See, I'm sorry. Hey, whatever movement that is, ain't in that. Whatever movement that is, ain't in that. Here go the thing, bro. And y'all got to be honest with yourselves. You can't tell me. Let me just explain it one more time and tell me if this is a code. People criticize Trump, rightfully criticizes Trump for something. We ask Trump for things. Y'all get mad at us. Trump then has a speech saying the exact same things we were criticizing him for. And now he's pretty much agreeing with us. And then y'all like it then.
Yep. Exactly. Cognitive dissonance.
I mean, come on, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Come on, dog.
He said a few other things. I didn't watch it all. Of course, I watched the clips. I can't sit and watch his rallies anymore. They're just boring. It's just him talking about himself and how bad the left is. But um, one thing I have noticed, and I don't know if it's genuine, is he has stopped talking about the jabs.
That's another thing. We asked him to stop talking about it. Everybody said, of course, he's not going to talk about it. He shouldn't stop talking about it. He should claim it. And now he stopped talking about it. And I saw the same people that have followed me, probably have followed you, happy that he did it. This is another thing. These people are freaking me out. I don't know what's going on. These people are weird.
Do we think Trump will run in 2024? Well, look, there is a clip circulating where he said he was the 45th and he will be the 47th president. I don't think it's any secret that he's going to run at this point. I really don't. I think it's pretty obvious. He's going to run. Trump has been campaigning since he left office. That is the only reason we're seeing all these rallies still take place. Is he going to win? I don't even know anymore because so many people that are actually paying attention, I don't even feel comfortable putting my vote behind him. I got to be real. I don't.
I'm gonna keep it a band. Just from a statistical level, if he wins the Republican nomination and goes up against Biden, Trump will win easy because nobody likes Biden. But here's the thing: don't let these Democrats make Joe Biden not run, and they run somebody like Michelle Obama or something. Michelle Obama gonna watch Trump, ain't gonna cap. And then don't let DeSantis actually challenge Trump. I think that'd be a good fight. Because here's the thing, Trump is old, bro. I mean, he's only a year young, 3 years younger than Biden or something.
Yeah.
Like Trump is old too, bro. DeSantis is younger. He can show us his track record in Florida. Now, on a personal level, I don't give a flip about 2024 until we get some mandatory voter ID laws.
I agree with you. I used to disagree and be like, well, they're going to fix stuff. But that's because people have what's called hopeism. And it's just like, how much hope can I have before you start actually doing stuff? And that's why politicians have been able to get away with so much, because we're just like, oh, they'll do it. Yeah, we're going to put them in office and they're going to do this stuff, and they don't. You work for me. You know, as much as Trump and all these politicians want to call it a democracy, it is a constitutional republic. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It is not a democracy. And I'm about to do a live with I can't remember his name, is Jordan something, where he was caught off guard because I said, I don't owe Trump any gratitude. I don't owe him no thank you. You did your job. What else do you want? I gave you my vote. That's good enough. Like, it's just wild. Is he going to get in office and do what he says? Are you going to get in office and set things right? Are you going to fix J6? Are you going to restore power back to the states and the people? Are you going to place some sort of assistance between people who got the jab and they're hurt? Are you going to do any of that? Because literally he left us vulnerable, like straight up. You cannot legislate by executive order. It's just not happening. It's impossible.
And once again, I'm gonna just go back when he was specifically asked about the adverse reactions. He didn't even comment on it for real. Which once again is to me disgusting, because we've seen people on video die, seen people get messed up. We've watched it happen. So we've seen people pass out in the middle of fields. Who knows what it's from? But we need to. I mean, we need things addressed. I'm not saying all hope is lost from my point of view. I mean, that things have to really be addressed. You can't really trick me with a few good speeches like everybody else. That ain't gonna just trick me.
That's a fact. And so many people are tricked. They like
Wait a minute. Somebody just said 2 years ago Bryson was a Bernie supporter. That's just not true. Once again, do your research.
What?
My voting record is public, bro. How it's 2022. How was I a Bernie supporter 2 years ago?
That's what I was about to say. He wasn't even running.
Like, stop being stupid. Bro, my history about when I was a Democrat is public information. Say 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Then you may be a little bit better, but I understand. You want to come from Bryson, so you got to lie. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I love it. I said 3 years ago. Go back further. Come on now. You can do it.
What year? I don't think he understands what year it was. 3 years ago.
Yeah. Hey, you can do it. Type the air. I believe in you. Go look at my voter records, and let's see between you, Type the air, who donated more money to Trump. You know, you can look it up.
Ooh. Hey, Big Pharma. It's like,
hey, Big Pharma donated a lot of money to Trump.
Oh man.
Did you hear about how many billionaires we have because of COVID?
I did.
Like 40.
I did. I'm not gonna say any names, but I think people should look at their politicians. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Ted Cruz, Dan Crenshaw, and I'm gonna leave it there and you do the rest of the research by yourself. I'm not even surprised anymore. I'm gonna be honest. It's almost just like I'm gonna report on it, and if you take it, you take it. If you don't, whatever. These people are full of you know what. We need to hold them accountable. Right. Hold them accountable. Make them work for your vote, because right now it is like we're watching a football game and everybody throws on a jersey, your favorite player, and they just know you're going to show up because you perform well. But are you actually bringing solutions?
Yeah, that's what I realized. A lot of these politicians have turned into social media influencers, and the issue is a lot of people are starting to like worship a lot of these people. Like, don't get me wrong, I can't stand the left. I would probably not probably. I know for a fact I would never vote for a Democrat in my life, but that doesn't mean I have to vote for somebody else I don't like. Like, bro, I'm one of those type of people, and people let Ben Shapiro slide when he did it in 2016. Do y'all know who Ben Shapiro voted for in 2016? Nobody.
Hillary?
No, he didn't vote.
He didn't vote at all? Wow.
He didn't like Trump. He doesn't believe in voting for the lesser of two evils. Some people got mad. I respected it, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Right.
It's my right to vote. I'm not forced to do anything. If I want to go do it, I will do it. I don't have to do it. And then people say, well, that gives votes to the Democrats. Bro, Republicans are Democrats. Just 10 years ago. It's Democrats versus Democrats now. Choose your poison, I guess.
Like, it really is, man. There's no like differentiating the two, because they're both doing the same thing. They're literally doing the same thing. It's like a pendulum, swings back and forth, and we're just going back and forth. You know what it is? It's monkey in the middle. And we used to play that growing up.
Monkey in the middle.
Monkey in the middle.
Monkey in the middle. Like I said, bro, don't like the reason I registered as Republican and then I switched. I don't know why Republicans still sending me stuff. I switched to independent. And if you look at my voter record, which is public, I was independent before I was Republican. I had already changed my affiliation from Democrat to independent. Somebody do their research on me now. Then I joined Republican. Then I joined the Republican Party. So basically, I saw this happening, so I just switched back to independent in January or something. Now, the reason I did this is because, bro, the reason I came to the Republican Party, they just abandoned that. They had traditional values on their websites. They talked about God a lot on their websites in the biblical way in 2016 and 2015. I was like, okay, this is cool. Now they're just following the left. Y'all remember 15 years ago, Democrats were for social traditional values.
Yes.
15 years ago. I remember. I'm 30. I remember though. and now the Republicans are doing the same switcheroo. So what y'all want me to do?
We just got to keep grinding. I think there's going to be a different movement that comes out of this, because controversy is mainstream. I think more people are going to, maybe they won't say it themselves, but they're definitely going to watch us sit here and talk about these things versus watching political talking heads. I'm sorry. I don't even watch a lot of people I used to watch before, because I'm like, man, y'all aren't saying anything that is really gonna help.
It's just talking points. Oh my goodness, this drives me nuts, Suni. Bro, not only that, I be going to these events, and I like in my real life, I'm not gonna lie, this might sound obnoxious, but I like talking about politics and religion. This is what I talk about in real life.
Oh, it's fun.
It's
Hell
fun.
yeah.
So when I'm at these events, these other influencers, I be trying to have, deep conversations about politics and religion. And when you realize these people don't know anything about politics, I'd be like, yo, where is the Twitter version of you? But then you realize all they're doing is saying talking points that 30 million other people tweeted also.
Exactly.
And they're just following along with it. They don't. A lot of these people are not knowledgeable on politics. So, all they are is talking heads, and everybody falls for it.
They do. But you know what? Our time is now. I'm excited to be a part of history right now. I can't wait for these next 2 years because I'm watching. I can't wait to see what happens in November, this election coming up. I know they just had one in Virginia. Of course, they got a rhino in there. People got mad at me for talking about that. Glenn Youngkin's a rhino. Do your research on him. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. And I want to see how many people are still MAGA at the end of all this. I want to see how many people are still conservative at the end of all this. That's honestly where I'm at.
Well, I'm ready for the people, because it's going to happen. The people that aren't actually conservative but claim to be conservative because saying you're conservative is cool, it gets you followers. Oh, I'm a conservative, yeah, I'm cool and edgy. I'm ready for that wave to be over. So all the people that are actually liberals, or actually classical liberals, or actually libertarian, I'm ready. I'm ready for a lot of those people to find their true place, and let conservatism bring its definition back.
Facts. They don't know the true definition. That we're not even gonna get into that. That's a whole nother hour conversation. But thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. Please go get Bryson's album. This is your best body of work. I like this album. I bump it in my car. If I bump it in my car and my bass is hitting, I like your music.
Hey, that's why I do it. We hear the beat selections is gonna be bumping. You hear me?
Shout out to Don, yo. Don went in. I like what he did.
Don, to me, is one of the best producers out, and I'm not just saying that as conservative. I'm talking about he's one of the best producers out. I feel like, period. Bro, he made Depressed beat and made Jesus Tran beat. Like, those are two totally different beats, and he made both. I'm like, come on, bro.
See, we gotta lift up, especially the younger generation. I'm very passionate about the younger generation, probably because I'm a mother. But they are the future. Just like we're the up and coming future, they're coming after us. So lift them up, support them, support their craft. I talk to Don all the time. I talk to a lot of the America First people, and people are like, why are you talking to them? Because they're smart. Because they're not actually out here having sex. They're actually promoting the Bible. Now, whether I agree with all their talking points, well, that's neither here or there. They're allowed to have them. But we need to lift the youth up, and we need to support people who are telling the truth, which is why I'm telling people to go get this album, Us Versus the Industry. It's a really good album. Not even just saying that because we're friends. It's a good album. It's dope.
Straight up. Hey, one more message, though. One thing I got to say to everybody. Listen, stop getting mad at people because they practice what they preach.
Oh, that's a fact.
Because what I've realized is a lot of people get so angry not only at what I say, but because you can't bring up nothing to combat it. You can't say I'm having sex. You can't say I'm getting drunk. You can't say I'm smoking. I don't even have tattoos. You can't really bring up that stuff to me because I practice what I preach to the best of my ability in real life. So that makes people feel convicted, and then they hate me. You don't really hate me. And this is what my song on my album Blame Game is about. It's a Christian song. That's what it's about. You don't hate me. You're just blaming me because you really hate yourself.
Ooh,
that's what's really going on.
That's a fact. That's true for so many other areas. Man, I can't wait till we do the part 2 to the conversation. We're gonna be doing it with Black liberals, which is gonna be fun. And we could talk about the whole self-hatred thing, because you do make a point. You make an amazing point that people aren't mad at me. You hate yourself, which is why you fight against all the rest of the stuff that's going on. But thank you for coming on once again. Everybody, thanks for joining MATA. This will be uploaded to, I think, Spotify and other podcast things that Be The Change has set up for me. And you'll probably see me on Instagram. and we'll continue these conversations. Go get
Let's
this
do it.
album. Go get it.
Hey, thanks for having me on. You already know.
Thanks, man. This is the homie.
Yes, let's get it.
Where's my outro? See, I'm usually ready and I'm like slacking.